Have you ever felt a kind of tired that has nothing to do with how much sleep you got? A deep, heavy exhaustion that just lingers? Well, today we're going to talk about that exact feeling. It's something so many of us experience, but it's really hard to put into words. Let's dive in.
It all starts with this one powerful sentence. There's a kind of tiredness that sleep doesn't fix. I mean, wow, that just hits, right? This isn't about needing a nap or a vacation. It's a weariness that a full 8 hours or even a full week off can't even begin to touch. It's the tiredness of just being.
So, what is this thing? What do you even call it? If it's not the physical exhaustion from a long day, and it's not the burnout you get from work, then what is this feeling that seems to weigh you down from the inside out?
Okay, so let's be super clear. This is not burnout. This is something else, something deeper. It's this profound fatigue with the actual act of living. It's the exhaustion that comes from the endless repetition, the constant draining effort it takes to just maintain your own existence, day after day.
And that's what's so tricky about it. From the outside, your life could look perfect. You could have a great job, a family that loves you, everything you're supposed to have. But on the inside, there's this quiet, humming exhaustion that never, ever goes away. It's the feeling that existence itself has become this impossibly heavy thing you have to carry.
So, the good news is we're not just fumbling in the dark here. This feeling, it actually has a name. And being able to name something, well, that's the first step toward understanding it. It gives it shape, it makes it real. And here it is. It's called existential exhaustion. Think about that for a second. It's the exhaustion that comes not from what you're doing, but simply from the fact that you are. It's a fatigue that stems from being conscious, from being aware of the endless mechanics of life. Waking up, eating, working, sleeping, repeat. When you're hyper-aware of that loop, man, it can just feel suffocating. And this exhaustion, it often brings a couple of friends along for the ride. First, there's anhedonia. That's when things you used to love, things that used to bring you joy, suddenly just feel like work, like another item on the to-do list. And then there's depersonalization. That's that really strange, unsettling feeling that you're just a spectator in your own life, like you're watching a movie of yourself from a distance. Okay, this next part is maybe the most important distinction we can make because it can literally save a life. When someone says, "I'm so tired of being alive," our minds can jump to the worst-case scenario. But listen, there is a world of difference between being exhausted by staying alive and actively wanting to die. One is a desperate, desperate cry for rest. The other is a cry for an end. It's about wanting a pause button, not a stop button. And that difference is everything.
This leads us to a really helpful way to think about all of this, picturing life as a performance. Imagine being pushed out onto a stage every single day to play a part you never auditioned for, reading lines from a script you don't even believe in. How draining would that be?
And this quote, wow, it just cuts right to the bone, doesn't it? I'm so tired of being a person. That's the real answer to how are you? But you can't say that, right? So you say, I'm good, you? And that one little performance, that one little lie, it costs you another piece of the tiny bit of energy you have left. So let's talk about what this performance looks like in real life. It's not about huge, dramatic things. It's about the absolute basics. Just the simple, everyday act of getting in the shower can feel like you're about to climb Mount Everest. The fundamentals of just taking care of yourself become these huge, monumental tasks. Thinking about what to eat, making the food, actually eating it, every step requires an energy that you just don't have.
And any kind of social interaction, forget about it. Even just replying to a text message can feel impossible. Each little ping from your phone is another demand, another line you have to deliver in the performance. To just exist in a way other people can see, it's just so exhausting.
Okay, so that's the feeling. It's heavy, right? So what on earth is the answer? Well, this is where the whole thing kind of flips on its head, because the answer isn't some magic 5-step plan to fix it. The answer, the thing that's so desperately needed, is permission. Now, of course, professional help is absolutely crucial. Things like therapy and medication can be total game changers. But that's not the whole story. Easing this weight also involves having genuine support from people who get it, finding these tiny, gentle moments in your day, and at the very core of it all, that idea of permission.
So what does that even mean, permission? Well, it's permission to not be okay. It's permission to rest without that voice in your head screaming that you're lazy. It's permission to just exist at a lower capacity for a while, to stop performing.
And maybe most importantly, it's permission to be seen. Truly seen in that emptiness, without someone immediately trying to fix you. And all of this leads us right here to our final and honestly our most important takeaway. This is a message of compassion, both for yourself, if you're feeling this, and for others you might know who are going through it.
If any of this has been resonating with you, I really, really want you to hear this loud and clear. You are not broken. You are not lazy. You are a person who has been carrying an invisible, impossibly heavy weight for way too long, and you deserve to rest.
And if you're someone who wants to help a person going through this, please resist that urge to jump in with solutions. The most powerful, loving thing you can possibly do is to just witness them, to be present with them, to offer them the one thing they probably can't give themselves, permission to just stop and rest.
So let's end with this, because it's the simple truth at the heart of all of this. Even when you're exhausted, even when you feel empty, even when just getting through the day feels impossible, you are enough, exactly as you are. Just being here, just breathing is always, always enough.